that understanding height for you. It's available in a compact kind of a size. So it is giving ample space to seat 8 adults, 8 large adults, and it is the third row seating is not a child seat. It is not a compromise seat. So well, the third row can easily take 2 large adults, and that is the great breakthrough that we are talking of. And it's got enough space because of, again, we said, because of the way the ladder frame and the front wheel drive and the east-west facing engine. And here are some pictures for you. In terms of shoulder space, the shoulder room, it is here is the leg room that I talked about. Okay. Sorry. It comes in 2 seating options, 7-seater है और 8-seater है, और 7-seater के अंदर हमने second row में 2 bucket seat दी है. In case of an 8-seater bench seat मिलेगी, और इसमें captain seats हैं, और इसमें 1 touch tumble down है. So for long, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, can you help me? I dropped this. Excuse me. No, it was the problem with this. Okay, so I'll continue. So, जो second row की seat है, it's a one touch seat. So सिर्फ एक lever के 2 fingers से आप lever को उठा सकते हैं, और second row की seat double fold हो जाती है, और आप बहुत अंदर third row में बहुत easily enter कर सकते हैं. There are enough examples of how people were struggling to get into the third row seat of cars of similar kind. But जब आप इस गाड़ी को देखें तो जरूर notice करें कि it's a child's play, and that's what we feel so proud about, that any child can lift this seat with just 2 fingers. You just push up the lever, you just walk across into the third row, and that's what all technology and intelligent seating is all about. The third row seat, okay. The third row seat is extremely easy to get into, and that's what we are saying, the one-touch tumble-down seating arrangement. And yes, the third row can also be folded, and it gives you 1100 liters of luggage space, which is also the best in class. So जब आप third row की seat को fold करते हैं, तो एक flat surface बनती है, और इस flat surface की वजह से आप 1100 cc का luggage space मिलता है, which is also best in class. This is the 8 row. This is the configuration of the 8 row with the second row as bench. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. We talked about the aircraft style cooling, another breakthrough, another first in class. So here you will notice we have a surround cool mechanism which runs across through the northwest direction, to the north-south direction of the vehicle. It has 2 options. Either you can have a diffused cooling, in which case the blower is not felt on the body, and the other is direct mode. So if you want it extremely cold, in really hot weather, you can put it on direct mode, or you can have a diffused function as well. Again, we've heard innumerable number of times that the third row passenger always feels kind of cheated because, मेरे लिए तो कोई AC बना ही नहीं है. So well, here is our solution to the third row seat, and because we are saying it is a genuine 7-seater or an 8-seater which can take 2 adults at the rear, this kind of cooling technology is again the fastest cooling cabin, first in class, best in class cooling cabin with surround cool technology. We talked about the new Powertrain, the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, which draws 123 PS and 300 Newton meter of torque at just about 1600 RPM. This is, in terms of power density, engineering equation, That means how much power can we draw per cc of engine displacement. In terms of power density, it is again 23 from just 1.5 liter. And again, if you see amongst all the other cars in its category, in terms of power to cc ratio, this is again best in class, a great technology breakthrough for us. As I also told you, it is giving good torque at lower RPM, and therefore at the lower end of driving. That means when you need power the most, जब गाड़ी चालू करते हैं, जब गाड़ी स्टार्ट करते हैं, उस समय पावर की मैक्सिमम जरूरत होती है. This engine has been designed for conditions like that. It gives low end torque and better low end drivability. We also talked about the engine being silent, and one way to measure how silent the engine is to measure the noise level inside the cabin. So if you switch on the engine, not only from the outside the engine शांत है, बहुत कम NVH है, बहुत कम vibration levels on the bonnet is very less. Not only that, but when you go inside the vehicle, that's where the magic begins. जब आप अंदर बैठेंगे, आपको सिर्फ ये 43 decibels सिर्फ एक नंबर है, अच्छा नंबर है लिखने के लिए. 43 decibels, which again we measured across the other cars of its category. It is the most silent engine. It is the most silent cabin. And what it does for you is, you feel almost as if the car, this amazing car, is, whether it started or whether it stopped, it is difficult to make out, and that is the kind of NVH levels we've been able to achieve. Again, something which consumers will surely like. And for a 4-cylinder, well-balanced engine, this is also possible because we give a 4-cylinder engine, which gives a great weight distribution, and that's why we're able to get these kinds of low levels of NVH. Safety. I think, जैसे हमारा the industry is maturing, people are getting more and more concerned about safety, and like it's been our DNA, we've always come out with products which not only meets but exceed the safety standards set at that is today under which it obviously meets. But what is today not regulated is the and the rear impact regulations. It meets even those which are not mandated as per the law today. So it meets side impact regulations, it meets the rear impact regulations, it also meets the front impact regulation. Not only that, it is also meeting the pedestrian safety. Now, what pedestrian safety does is, it is safe for even pedestrians, and there are rules across the globe about it. It is not mandated today in the country. It meets all those pedestrian safety regulations. Net, consumers will feel quite secure sitting inside this vehicle. The whole thing, let me see if I missed out those things. Well, this I've almost covered it. So, well, the whole thing is almost like a box. It's like a steel box mixed with aluminum lightweight structure, so that it is safe as well as lightweight as well as agile. Another first-in-class thing that we are giving is with respect to disc brakes. So we all know everybody is giving front disc brakes. We are giving all 4 wheels as disc brakes with ABS, anti-lock braking system, and all 4 disc brakes along with ABS is a standard fitment. So this safety is now an integral part of the vehicle. हर वेरिएंट में आएगी. ऐसा नहीं है कि एंट्री लेवल कस्टमर्स को कोई कम सेफ गाड़ी मिलेगी, and we believe that safety is something which cannot be left to purely variant mix, and that's why all 4 will have disc brakes with anti-lock braking system as a standard fitment across all variants. Again, something which we have made as a standard fitment is co-driver and driver airbags with Isofix. We believe again that this is now kind of hygiene and mandated. When people buy large cars, powerful cars, nippy cars, fast cars, exciting cars, they also need safety to be as standard. So that's what we are doing. It's very